Law number 14, the law of resistance. Resistance is fear. For as long as we resist something or somebody in our lives, we are showing fear. Fear is the opposite of positive attraction. It is negative attraction or anti-attraction. In addition, resistance says that we are not happy with what we have created. Fear is a creational emotion, but sadly we create the event that we do not want. This is a spiritual learning mechanism. Spiritually, there is nothing to fear, so we attract what we fear in order that we desensitize ourselves to the fear, thus, ultimately, eliminating it from our belief system. It has been scientifically proven that we bring about our fears. Psychologically, our subconscious will bring about what we fear, so that we can face it and move on without fear. Swimming upstream is laborious. It is far easier to go with the flow. In a sense, this means you being more accepting. You have limited resources. If you are spending these resources on resisting change, then surely you have less resources for creating. Things will come and things will go. Everything happens for a reason. Your resistance to anything is a signal that you have not accepted it. For as long as you resist it, you will use valuable resources fighting it and lower yourself into emotions of sadness, angst, anger, anxiety, and stress. These are all low vibrating emotions. Accepting means courage and hope, and these are higher vibrating emotions. Due to the conservation of energy, our mind prefers the known. Any unknown creates new neural pathways which use more energy. This leads to stress and pain as we try to keep equilibrium in our lives. Only when the pain of letting go is less than the pain of suffering do we choose to escape into the unknown. The more the struggle, the bigger the breakthrough. Like dynamite is effective where there is most resistance, and like diamonds can only be forged in intense heat and pressure, you will only find out who you really are when you are repeatedly challenged to grow. With our conscious minds, we desire and dream up the things that we want. In our mind, we say, I will be happy when I have this. But you are not here on this earth journey to have a happy life and summon all the toys you desire. There is a deeper purpose with a deeper meaning. We are all travelers on this cosmic journey trying to find our way home. If the road is littered with trinkets, they become obstacles to the path. Your subconscious mind is connected to Source and understands the deeper mission that you are here to fulfill. This is why your subconscious is many times more powerful than the conscious mind. You are here to complete your mission, not fill your brain with reward chemicals. If you did not get what you hoped for, have gratitude for what you do have, and trust that the universe is operating a far more complex program than your current desires. Typically, the laws of the universe force movement from high potential energy to a lower state. We continually resist this law in attempting to lift our consciousness from low potential to high. Consider a light bulb. The reason it gives light is that the metal filament resists the flow of electricity. The more the resistance, the brighter the light. Resistance serves a purpose as long as it illuminates your growth path. Satan isn't a name, it's a title. It is a Hebrew word that means resistor or adversary. In this regard, we are all Satan. We all resist. But there is no such thing as good and bad. There is just energy flowing and energy not flowing. Being in a state of flow means minimizing your resistance. If water is prevented from flowing, it causes flooding. If your digestive system is stopped from flowing, it causes any number of health issues. If your blood is stopped from flowing, it causes serious complications. If a strong wind meets an obstacle, it will damage the obstacle. Electricity flows. If it cannot, it loses its purpose. So do you. If you wade through water, the faster you try to go, the more the resistance. If we do not surrender to the state of flow, we are saying to the universe that we do not trust it, that we know better, that the universe is a scary place. What universe would you prefer to live in? Imagine how powerful entropy is. When you demand that things go according to your plan, you are fighting the power of the whole universe. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. The definition of your comfort zone is the known. We know we have to move out of the comfort zone to learn, to grow. Control makes things known. Entropy needs to become your friend, not your enemy. The universe is obviously powerful, and we see evidence of this in star formation, supernovas and black holes. One of the most powerful laws is entropy. With our conscious mind, we try to put order in our life, to try to control the outcome and take action against perceived risk. But even entropy is in balance. The strong electromagnetic force is a movement towards order for things to remain the same. The weak electromagnetic force is movement toward disorder for things to change. The universe is in complete balance, and your higher needs form part of this equation. Our word cosmos is derived from the Greek kosmos and means order or orderly arrangement. This implies that there is implicit order in the universe despite entropy. You have to learn to trust that it is working for you and not against you. When you change, your world changes. You are the resistance that needs to be overcome. You will resist something until you receive the message, or forgive the antagonist, or overcome the pain. When the lesson is learnt, it goes away. In order for you to learn the lesson, you have to stop resisting. As life is duality, there is a gift in resistance. For a diamond to be made, it requires heat and pressure. A grape makes better wine when it is challenged. Dynamite is most explosive in tight places. The lessons you resist the most will normally afford the biggest breakthroughs. We only learn by making mistakes. But the longer it takes us to realize the mistake and start to undo it, the more you will remember it. You are now learned. You have leveled up. You have grown in consciousness. To overcome resistance, you can harness tools such as judgment and forgiveness. The more you zoom out, the bigger the picture. Resistance is painful because we resist the process. All resistance creates friction, and friction is painful. How painful is determined by how much we resist the change. When we stop judging, we accept, in which case we are comfortable with whatever happens. As we get good at this, we are happier with whatever happens. Entropy is now an ally and no longer an enemy. You have harnessed the power of the universe, at least in one respect. You create what you see. Why would you then deny what you have created? Stop resisting, accept the current situation, find the light in the darkness, what good might have come of the change, and then have massive gratitude for everything you do have. Time and attention are the spiritual currencies. You spend time and pay attention. Currency equals current. Ergo, money flows. Remove your resistance. Energy flows where attention goes. Gratitude is the currency of the universe. If you want something, you have to pay for it. Pay your gratitude up front, and the universe is a willing shopkeeper. Complaining equals poverty. Gratitude equals abundance. We struggle to see what we do not believe to be true, and we easily see things that we do believe to be true. We see things which do not exist, and we do not see things that do exist. Our mind filters are a good part of the reason for this. Red light has a long, slow wavelength, and it disappears when it hits a resistance medium, such as water. It gets absorbed and scattered by water molecules. The water acts as a kind of filter. Your mind works in the same way when you choose to see certain information or not see certain information. Your filters are based on your conditioning and programming, your beliefs and your values. Every time you get frustrated with an undesirable outcome, know that it is your perception and your judgment that needs aligning. Ultimately, you have two choices. 1. adjust the universe to meet your expectations. Or 2, adjust your expectations to meet the universe. Which one do you think is easier?